All right, it is 3:10 in the morning. We're about to leave Guelph, and we are starting the first leg of our Georgia road trip. We're going down to surprise Cason. He has absolutely no idea that we're going. It's also the same weekend as FD Atlanta, which is sick. So I already arranged it all with his dad. Should be there, hopefully, if things are good, between 5 and 7 p.m. So I'm stoked. We got a big road trip ahead of us. You know we're going to be stopping at Buc-ee's. We're going to get some driving in with Cason too, because the last time we were down there, we dropped his car off, but we haven't really seen it run. Since then, he's been ripping it. By the time you guys see this video, you'll already have seen Cason's vlog video of him shaking down the car. The car has been shaken down. We know it works, and we're going to go hopefully do some drifting and watch some pro drifting. So let's get to the road, dude. Dude, we got the most fuel-efficient vehicle that we could get between the four of us. Shout out to Cronin's mom. Sleep again? Is he already asleep? Yeah. Holy hell. Do you have your passport ready, Michael?
Probably. Yeah, definitely stoked. It's definitely ready.
Passport's stoked? Dude, yeah, you want some Tims or what? Status report. Made our first stop. Got some coffee. Terrible breakfast. Some salty breakfast. ETA says 4:38. Probably got another 2 stops to go. Next stop, Buc-ee's, brother.
What is your rating out of 10?
-2.
Harsh.
Best breakfast, American coffee.
Go to Buc-ee's, brother. Go to Buc-ee's. Brother, time to get some beef at Buc-ee's. The Buc-ee's in Kentucky. Clean bathrooms, friendly staff, an abundance of things to buy. It's the epitome of consumerism. I love that beaver. Nice beaver.
Go happy he is.
.5:34 arrival. Making pretty killer time, all things considered. Apparently, Cason's dad just called us, said that Cason may or may not be home when we get to the house. Just want to give a quick shout out to Cason's dad, Greg, because we hit him up last minute, like last week, with like super short notice. And of course, Greg being at home, he was like, you guys are more than welcome to roll down. So we're going to go hang out, have some beers, surprise Cason, and we got FD tomorrow. It's going to be sick. Cute little Mike. Look at it. I always like seeing Forrest Wang throw down. I know his car is not as competitive, but I think he's one of the nicest looking cars. I think he's got some of the most gangster style. So I always want to see Forrest do well. I think it's sick that he's back at FD. And honestly, he's always had my favorite car. It'd be sick to see Nick Novak win, because I think he's like I might be wrong about this, but I think he's the only guy from Atlanta driving a pro. He's ripping in a supercharged E46. So it's cool to like benchmark that car and see how well it performs. So it'd be cool to see him take it home. Hometown boy. Honestly, I would want to see my dude Osbo take it home, because Osbo and I have had some fun times actually at this track at Grid Life the last year they ran it at Road Atlanta. So it'd be cool to see Osbo take it home too. First time I met Osbo was at Grid Life with Envy Auto and Riley Sexsmith and Dov, and we came down to Road Atlanta, and Osbo just rolled up to our pit because he knows Dov and whatnot from racing and drifting and FD. And he rolled up to our pit with a golf cart and a boombox playing like 90s house music. Just like was like hop on the golf cart, and we just caused like complete tomfoolery for the rest of the weekend. It was like an ongoing theme. We won't get into the details, but it was good. So it'd be cool to see him win, especially at Atlanta. He's got a competitive car and he's a multiple time champion. So I want to say James Dean too. I like James Dean. He won last round, Long Beach. That was cool to see him come back after that fire. So, I don't know. I'm pretty open. There's nobody that I'm, like, necessarily rooting for, but there's definitely some people that if they win, I'd be, like, stoked. Like, except for that one guy. I hate that one guy. We're 2 minutes out. Beautiful roads here. Super jealous that he gets to drive these every day. Oh, that's an aggressive shift. Oh, man. Feel the turbo. Roll in here very shortly. Suspense is building. And, yeah, you just missed it. So we just missed our turn. We'll be back.
Gotta pay attention to GPS, man.
Right, now you're taking a Larry here. So as far as we know, Cason is not home. Apparently his drift car is on jack stands, which is not at all surprising. So pretty typical. But hopefully it doesn't need much work and he can get on the ground and take me for a rip tonight. And then I'm just gonna be under his car working, but he's not gonna see who I am. So he's just gonna see my legs sticking up and walk up, and I'm like, he has no fucking idea.
All right, she's situated properly now. Plate's not visible from the back or the front, so I'm stoked. He's not gonna know what's going on here at all. We're good. We're good.
Should be behind the truck. One person should be behind the truck.
She's already hiding.
And rush him. You know what I mean? I'm stoked to see my dude.
We're all in our hiding spots. Owner's securing the beer somewhere. I don't know where he went. I'm the bed of the truck.
Yo, I heard you needed help with your car, dude.
Dude, Palmer almost spoiled it. Oh my god, man.
What's up, dude?
Oh my god, man.
Good to see you, dude.
Good to see you.
Bring it in an hour already.
Cheers.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us. Who wants one?
Oh, you know.
I just realized. It's like Liam's coming down to surprise me, but I'm like, there's no way. That's some crazy wishful thinking. Like,
Palmer accidentally sent him the text saying we're gonna surprise Cason like just now. You blew it.
like,
Better get this fucking car working.
yeah, I gotta throw that together so I can take you guys for some
No,
days.
no
So it's
pressure.
like-
I don't care how tired you are. You gotta finish this.
Oh
thing
yeah,
now.
no.
You're gonna knock my beer over, but it's okay. Wouldn't be a drift weekend hanging out if we weren't having to wrench on cars, right? So Cason's doing a quick diff swap, going for a longer ratio because he noticed that at the bank on Lanier you were running out a bit of a gear there.
Basically, yeah. This little girl was a 346, which second was pretty usable most parts of the track. A lot of limiter on the banks. I could shift to third, but third was a little bit on the long side. Hard to keep it spooled up. Usually had to shift back down to second. I couldn't run a full lap in third. So I'm in between gears here. I'm hoping with this, this is a 307. Hopefully this will be second gear all the way around. Maybe a little bit of limiter on the bank, but not to the point where I'm hitting the wall.
Yep.
So we're gonna give it a try.
Sweet. So we're gonna do a quick diff swap. That's pretty much it, right? Diff in the car.
Yeah,
Quick
oil
bolt
change.
check. Oil change. Okay. So just the usual track maintenance. So we're swapping over flanges too because it's a 6-bolt and a 4-bolt. But we'll have this thing in the car soon, and we'll be ready to rip. And all I did was just tighten these.
Like we're in on a 79 CUDA. You just fill her till she damn squirts, and there she goes, son.
Here she goes.
Tiny little dribble.
That's right, boy. That's when you done it right, son.
All right, it's day 2, Saturday. We had a wonderful sleep last night. Sun is shining. Bob Marley's playing. And I got the oldest brewery in America ready to start my day off right. That was a wonderful way to start the morning. We're jamming on Cason's car. He got a bunch of stuff done last night, but we were all so tired, especially like us, because we drove here and hardly slept. So he got his diff in, did an oil change in the car, nothing serious, just like regular maintenance. Putting in some different axles right now. That's the last thing, getting axles in, and we're going for a little test drive, get some rollers of this thing for him. We're hoping to take it to FD today, but I don't know if we can jam 5 people in the back of it because it has a harness bar. He's pretty gung-ho for it, and I'm always down, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, day 2, Saturday. Today's the day.
Starting the morning off right here.
I'm nervous.
Nah, no nervous here. No nerves. You got this. There it is.
I was gonna do
Good send, good send, good send. Yeah, you're all sneaky like, eh? You're all sneaky like over there.
All right, so she's on the ground. We got the rays all around, big boys in the back. We're gonna drive this thing to Road Atlanta. We're not gonna do drifting on these obviously tomorrow, but we're pulling up to Road Atlanta. We got to have it looking mean, looking clean. So we're gonna give it a quick wash, take it for a test drive, make sure it's not rubbing too bad, and then get ready to pack up here and head to the track.
We're listening to this thing purr.
What are we doing after we listen to the purr?
Ripping it. This little test drive.
Let's go for a little test drive. All right, so Cason's letting me take his car for a maiden voyage here. This thing's gnarly. It's got a pretty aggressive clutch, so it'll take a few minutes to get used to that, but it feels really good. We're just gonna go grab some E85 because we're in Georgia and you can get pump E85 here.
Yes, sir.
Warm this thing up. Make sure she's all good after the axle and diff swap.
Yeah, we went ahead, we did axles, diff, freshly welded diff, put some oil in it, and just want to get everything flowing through the thermostatic sandwich plate and cooler to make sure we're good to go for our drive to Road Atlanta and for Lanier's event tomorrow.
Sounds good, dude.
Yeah, dude. Subi dick.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Oh my gosh.
And that's bare minimum. That's just 15 pounds. It's gnarly that we tuned it to 25.
Something about a turbo car, man.
Yeah, it's great noises.
Especially a JZ.
My favorite noise to listen to.
Yeah, it's sick because Cason started his 1JZ 46 journey a few years ago back in Canada. And started it young, right? Like, money wasn't really there, like most drifters when we started out. And
different chassis, too.
Different chassis. At the time, it was actually his first car, which was a four-door, caged it. And it was one of those things where like, he bought the 1J, thankfully pre-COVID, so he paid a much better price for it than what they're worth today.
Last window of hope. 2,300 Canadian, and I thought it was an okay deal.
Today, that's a fantastic deal. He did the swap himself. At the time, he was super green too, so like every job he did in most cases was like also the first time learning how to do it. So from everything from the swap itself, the fabrication, the wiring, obviously a big mountain to climb when you're pretty new to that shit in general.
Oh, yeah.
Cason got it running. He did see a few track events, but there was always like little things and hiccups as you'd expect, primarily to do with like wiring and just hard.
You're gonna do the swap, get a standalone.
Yeah.
Don't mess with stock shit like I did.
Got a straight gear, so 20. So like 20-year-old wiring is a variable too, right? You can do all the wiring perfect, and if there's a little pinch in a wire somewhere in that OEM harness that you can't see or anything like that, right? Like
the stock ECUs, they blow caps all the time, and they're also not tunable unless you just put a piggyback and trick it. So they're old technology that should be thrown away.
Yeah, so Cason learned those lessons, and those are the lessons you only learn once, right? But he learned those lessons. He spent the money. He got a wiring specialties harness. God damn, dude. I feel like thunder is hitting the tip of my gentleman's pepper. And now the car, was surprised. You spend the money on the right parts. You do the right amount of work yourself that you feel comfortable doing. And the thing rips. He's done like 5 or 6 events right now here in Georgia. The funny full circle moment about all this is I drifted this car once or twice. Case drifted it a few times in Ontario when it wasn't really all together yet.
And when it was in my old chassis.
Yeah, I never really got to properly see Cason enjoy his 1J swap E46.
Without just like stressing at the track.
Until this weekend, hopefully. So today we're driving it works flawlessly. Tomorrow we're going to Lanier, like I mentioned a bunch of times already. Fingers crossed and knock on wood. It's been as good as it has been for him because up until this point now, Cason's just been doing tires and oil changes. So
yeah. That's about it. Another part of the diff swap that I forgot to mention was we did go from a 346 to a 307, just because at Lanier I could almost use second gear for the whole track, but I was hitting a wall pretty hard, just banging limiters. So this 307 should hopefully let me run second out a little bit further, and just gonna try that out tomorrow as well.
Yeah, so we're gonna go grab some 85 and we will catch up with you guys a little bit later today.
Yes.
All right, we're loaded up. We're going to Road Atlanta. We got the E46 washed and ready. We got our support vehicle with the cold beverages and everything we need for the track. So we got about an hour and a 20-ish drive ahead of us. And it's pretty much back roads the whole way. Braselton is a super nice area. That's where the track is. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. Let's get to the track.
Yeah.
Rolling up, Road Atlanta. E46 made it. Eating his breakfast, dinner, and lunch all at once. Elevation change is always super gnarly when you first come to this track. Like, if you haven't been here yet, you should definitely go. It's probably one of the best tracks to watch FD at, in my opinion. And also, video games or whatever it is, like, it doesn't do Road Atlanta any justice. The elevation change is super gnarly. But yeah, we made it. We're gonna go find some of our homies. We're about 20 minutes late to the show, so Top 32 has already started, but we gotta go get parked up and then go watch the boys throw down.
Yes, sir.
Made it to Road Atlanta. We watched a bit of Top 32, caught some of it, and we're just getting ready to watch Top 16 ceremonies. It is jammed, dude. The weather's perfect. This place is absolutely packed.
I'm stoked to see some good driving here. It's gonna be, we got the top 16, so best of the best of the paddock right now.
So serious.
Oh yeah, it's serious stuff, man. These boys put a lot of money and effort in. I'm hoping James D gets a nice little win tonight. I think that'd be sick. We'll see though.
Obvious choice. What do you think, Barrett? Give it the beans.
I think it's gonna be pretty rad, smoky, noisy. Dylan Hughes, he's a sick dude. Jay-Z 46 guy, so gotta love it. Probably him. I'd like to see him win one.
I'm just here for drifting, brother. Just want to see the fellers throw down, dude.
Wow.
Okay, Bobby. I'm on fire! You're not on fire! Austin, initiate!
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Wow, he's having a rough night. And he got immediately pulled over by the cops. So it's like 10 o'clock, the event's over, and we are parked the furthest possible place you can be parked. This is the line, and it ain't moving. And that snakes through the whole property. If you know Road Atlanta, you know the situation. It snakes through the whole property, and it's probably like a kilometer long. So now
We're out
it's
of beer, man. Not stoked.
It's the part in Dazed and Confused where everybody goes home after the party.
Yeah, we're gonna go to turn, what would that be, 6, 5? Back there.
You just gotta keep living, man. L-I-V-I-N.
Hey! All of you, get over here!
posted up in front of Waffle House, dude. It's like 1 a.m. But it's one of those debates where you're so hungry, you know if you go to sleep that hungry, it's gonna suck, so.
Whole square go like.
Vlogging me, dude?
Never seen that video, dude?
It's a bunch of guys eating Waffle House.
Sub.
It's a 1 a.m. breakfast, dude. That's all it is.
Should we get a coffee?
I have nothing.
Alright, Sunday morning. Got our coffees out, loading up the race car, and we are heading back basically to Road Atlanta, Lanier, right next door. So we're loading up, heading out. See you guys on the road. Made it to Lanier. Cason had 265s up front, which are way too big for steers. So we're gonna have 235s. Tire line was too long. It was gonna take too long to get tires on, so we did it the old school way.
That's cold.
Spicy.
Don't tell anyone, but I still have a little bit left.
that, brother. Had a few laps in the car. It's working flawlessly. Track is sick. The layout is sick. It's a big bango. But you guys will see some in-car footage and some out-of-car footage. I just did my 3rd and 4th laps in the car. So first 2 laps, just chilled, if you will. They were still pretty good. And then after that, just did 2 more laps. You guys will see from the GoPro footage that I spun twice. Basically what I'm trying to do is I'm used to driving like a big FTF angle kit, which has quite a bit of angle, so you can really get the car like 90 degrees and position really aggressively. Cason's car is a street car, so it has a SLR knuckle adapter, so it definitely doesn't have anywhere near the angle an FTF kit does, but it does have, I think, 30% more over stock. So just wanted to get out there, get real comfy, find the limit of the car. Looped it twice, but that's all good. So now we know where we can play within and probably get a few more sessions in. Cason's been killing it. It's been super consistent, getting it up on the bank. His transition timing is really good. So we're just hanging out, taking people for ride-alongs, and having a good time. Bye. I rode that bank and I hit all the pylons. That's why it was the track.
I upgraded to that and it still melted it.
Where?
These things, how they're like smoking. Oh yeah, the relay's bubbled up.
In my head I was like, if I got 2 laps, I'm running the bank as high as I can right now.
Yeah.
I had like 2 more laps left in the day. Car feels unreal. I was like, let's ride the bank as high as we possibly can. So we kicked over a bunch of cones on the backside. We lost the fans. It's getting pretty hot. Wrapped up our day here. We ended up getting a few more sessions in last minute. It's a sweet track, sweet venue, lots of good drivers. There's a lot of FD guys here today, like I mentioned earlier. Cason's car ran flawlessly all weekend. He built one hell of a car. Got a little hot at the end there because a fan died, but the timing couldn't be more perfect because it was literally the last 2 laps of the day. Cason shredded, I shredded. It's been 7 months since I've been in a car. The last time I drove was the LZ Fest, so I was trying to get my sea legs back, but Cason certainly didn't need to get his back. He was right on point all day, so it was good. Now we're going to get some Mexican food, and tomorrow morning we wake up at 3 a.m. and drive back to Toronto. So, bye!